Who's playing next? FIFA World Cup, boys. Alright, welcome back to Project GoodSpeed, guys. I'm Jay, and the CRV here is having some issues with the tail lights. I don't know if you guys know, but these are notorious for leaking and allowing water to get in. I'll show you guys some shots here of what I'm talking about. It's a pretty common problem. So I've actually fixed it in the little hatchback over there, and I need to do the same thing with the CRV here. Now, I have been in the process of trying to, restore and upgrade the CRV here from its bone stock status into a modified, upgraded status. And I've added a few tasteful mods here and there, I think. So Auxito was kind enough to reach out and provide the full LEDs that we will also be installing today, because that's one of the big things that I had in mind. Is I really wanted to upgrade the conventional bulbs that the CRV had. But the headlights had the issue with the, oxidized, look. So that wasn't helping my lighting anything. And the rear tail lights had this leaking issue. So I couldn't just install, brand new bulbs and just ignore those issues. So today we will be fixing this issue as well as upgrading the LEDs. So go ahead and check them out. There's a description down below in the channel, and there is a promo code in the description of this video. And check out these bulbs if you want a discount on some LED bulbs and whatever else Auxito offers. I'm pretty sure you'll find something if you're looking for it. So these tail lights are pretty simple to remove. From what I understand, it's just 3 bolts, and then there's one clip that attaches to the frame like that. A clip up here. So we're just going to disconnect all these lights. Oh, there's also a power cable here that gives them all power, so we got to disconnect that as well. Come on, there it is. And it's free. Another one of the coincidences that just so happened to line up is I wanted to do a complete LED conversion in the CRV here. So I'm going to do full LED bulbs everywhere as best as I can. And I've already got the headlights. Auxito is one of our sponsors, and they actually reached out and sent us their brightest bulbs. Look at that. And I think they're great. Super bright. I'll put a link down in the description below so you guys can check that out. And I'll also be installing some new LED bulbs for the tail lights. So I've got all 3 bulbs that I need here. And I'm also going to add a 4th one because I need to also replace the corner light in the front. When I did the headlights, it was just the headlights, and I didn't really pay too much attention to the corner lights, but there's actually 2 more bulbs in that housing, right? You have the corner light, and I think there's some daytime running lights on here as well, but I didn't even know that was a thing. Usually it's just headlight and corners for, these Hondas, so I'll have to find that 3rd bulb some other time. When it comes to the housing here, as you guys can see, these 2 bulbs are identical, and then the backup light is the only one that's different, which means Auxito sent us 2, what are these, 6,000 Kelvin white LED bulbs. So we're gonna go ahead and install both of these on, our taillights. And like I said, this is for the corner light. And the 3rd bulb is this, what is this? I forgot the number. 906, 912, 921, T15, whatever kind of number you want, Auxito has them. So while I'm fixing the CRV's leaky tail light, I'm gonna actually be replacing all of these bulbs as well. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean it up as best as I can so that I can actually apply the sealant, and that's gonna go around the edge of the housing, because that's usually where the leaking happens. I don't know if you guys can see the black here. That is the bead of sealant, or where the sealant would go, I think. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some RTV in between, just to make sure I have wherever it's actually leaking from plugged up. Now, I'm actually gonna also inspect it just to make sure it's not actually broken, right? Like I said, this leaking is a very common problem, but it's also common if it's broken. So I'm gonna just go ahead and make sure nothing's actually broken. Okay, I do see a little bit of a crack here. Yeah, there's a crack right down the middle. You guys can see it right here. And in here there's a crack. So I'm gonna actually just apply some RTV sealant, and we're gonna go ahead and hope that that's not also the problem. Yeah, ever since I got the CRV, I've been doing some tasteful upgrades and mods here and there, just the basic stuff, because like the engine is perfectly fine, but there's nothing else really that I want to urgently address. But when I did buy the CRV, I noticed this immediately, and it's something that I really wanted to take care of as soon as possible. But being a YouTube channel, I need to make sure I do things the right way and in the right order. So like I said, I've done this before on my little hatchback, and the best way to do this is to find something to get into the cracks. And the best thing that I found that works is just some kind of plastic that you can squeeze into the interior of the housing. And this is a lot tighter packed than my little hatchback is, so this isn't going to work. So instead, I'm just going to apply a sealant all the way across. Usually what I did on the hatchback is I was able to pack the interior of it, because I guess the 30-year-old Civic over there, like the housing here had separated from the face of it so much that there was a gap in between. But this CRV seems to be a little better, holding up a little bit better, so I guess I'm just going to apply sealant all around the edges here, and hopefully that'll be enough, which is actually a lot easier. So, and then just smooth it out. That it's done. I managed to get the RTV sealant pretty much only on one side of the housing. The other side is kind of blocked off by this thing here. And I don't think that's going to be where the issue is, just because I don't see any gaps in there. Now, I'm actually going to let these dry for about an hour, because, that's how long it takes. I think it's 24 hours to fully cure, but an hour for it to harden, just enough for me to put it back in there. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and install the corner lights, because that's going to take a little bit of finagling with the fender well, because that's what I need to remove in order to install these blinker lights. These are my headlights. Well, these are the headlights. These are the lights I'm going to be replacing. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of an orange glow in there, and that's because of the bulb. The OEM bulb has, well, actually, I don't know if that is actually OEM, but that bulb in there is orange. At least I expect it to when I remove it. And these up here, which I didn't know were actually installed, I think these are daytime running lights or something like that. But there is a bulb in there that I do not know the size of and have not removed yet, so we'll replace that later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just remove this bulb in here, and that should be right there. That's the bulb. Wow, that was actually a whole lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought I'd have to actually remove this thing, but look at that. Bulb out. So much for an hour for this to dry. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. So these are the bulbs that Auxito provides, and as you guys can see, they are also colored. Now these are a yellow housing, or yellow light. And wow, look, they got like a kind of like a lens thing going on. That's pretty cool. But out with the old and in with the new LED bulb. So just turn in and lock. And now, come on, get in there. Is that it? That doesn't feel it. This is the only hard part. I can't see in there. Got the corner lights installed, and the next game of the World Cup is just about to start. I'm gonna go ahead and let these dry, and we're gonna go ahead and just install them, and I will come back to you guys when it's dark outside so I can actually show you guys what they look like. Now, I've got some shots of them, what they look like now on my phone, just because the camera that I have here, it's not really good for shooting at night. So I'll try to get some shots of these brand new LED bulbs at night with this camera, but you guys will see it's not that great. This part of the install had to be done, right? These leaky headlights are not something you want to leave for too long, let alone look at. It's not pretty. But with Auxito sponsoring me with these bulbs, we can go ahead and install these awesome LEDs and get the whole, upgrade that this CRV desperately needs, because, these conventional bulbs they're kind of dull and outdated, and they're not as bright compared to everyone on the road, and it's really lacking when it comes to visibility, These wedges, man, they've got some weight to it. I love that about, installing new parts, right? You don't want something flimsy and weak. I don't know if you guys can, I probably shouldn't do that. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and just install these, and we're gonna leave these here to dry because it's only been like 30 minutes. That takes care of the backup lights. Honestly, the backup lights are the really important ones that you want to change out. I mean, the brake lights and the corner lights are kind of, like, you need them legally. They don't serve you any purpose other than maybe getting rear-ended. But the brake lights, they are important because you gotta see where you're going, right? You can't blame it on anyone else. 921s. These are 921s. for the backup lights, and for the both the corner lights and the rear corner lights and the rear brake lights, they're both the identical bulbs. We've got 4 bulbs that are all the same size, and that size is 740, and Auxito has them all. 7440, what am I talking about? 7440, that's what it is. Now, this is ready to go into the CRV in about 20 minutes when this fully dries. The one place I forgot is the license plate. I completely spaced out on that bulb. And the third brake light, actually. I completely also forgot that this has a third brake light. Like the little hatchback, it also has a third brake light, but I removed the wing where it goes, and it has a backyard special wing right now without a third brake light. So, that's on me. I'm gonna have to find, those bulbs on a separate video, because I still have LED bulbs that I need to install in the interior, right? I did the headlights, I did the other exterior bulbs, like the rear and the corner lights, and I'll show you guys some shots of what they look like here when it gets dark. These look pretty much like fog lights, dude. That's crazy. They're pretty bright, man. Look at that. I mean, that's crazy. Just take a look at that, dude. Lights are bright as heck, dude. I mean, they're super bright, and I think this is the LED feature, right? Because they draw so very little power that I think the flasher responsible for flashing is kicking on a lot faster than the incandescent ones would, because they draw more power. Dude, these are super bright. I did not expect that. I mean, I kind of did, but just look at that. That's what you want. It looks like a cop car, dude. Like I'm flashing, hazard lights. That's crazy. But stay tuned, because in the near future, I've got the full interior lighting upgraded. Hopefully it turns out as good as I hope it will. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see in another video. So until next time, guys, take care and Goodspeed.